Elegy written in a country churchyard by Thomas Gray. And the poem was published when? In 1751. Then stanza 1 of the poem establishes the setting and the atmosphere of the poem. So the poem opens at the twilight in a rural churchyard of Stokepogs in Buckinghamshire. And the ringing coffee bell signals what? The end of what? The day. It acts as a metaphor to the closing of what? Life. The end of what? Life. Then in stanza 2, the speaker observes the winding down of cattle. The cattle are heading home, and darkness envelops what? The landscape. As the poet said, and leaves the word to darkness and what? To me. Now face the glimmering what? Landscape on the what? Side. Meaning that darkness has completely what? Set in. Then from stanza 3, we see there the tranquil silence, which is somehow intermittently. The tranquil silence is intermittently broken by what? The natural sounds like a droning beetle, and the sounds of droning beetles and the hooting of an owl. Okay, in an ivy mantle tower. The sound of the owl came from what? An ivy mantled tower there. Together these invoke a melancholic, reflective what? Mood. Then from stanzas 5 to 7, we see the slumber of the dead. The speaker directs his attention to the mounds of earth beneath what? Beneath the M and U what? Trees. And those mounds are what? The graves of the rude what? Forefathers of the hamlet. The rude forefathers of the hamlet refers to what? The common village what? Ancestors. The ancestors of that particular what? Village. So Gray emphasizes the permanence of death. The dead will never again be awoken by the morning breeze, the singing of birds,